Just going to be me on this post-game show tonight. No Kelsey. She's busy watching The Masked Singer. Which I don't blame her. But it happened. The Flyers lost to the Sabres, ending their long losing streak. Not really any positives to take out of tonight's game. They sucked. Flat out sucked. That's really it. I don't really have much else to say about it. They just didn't play the way they should have. It's embarrassing to lose to this Sabres team the way that they did. The fact that they let up 6 goals to the Buffalo Sabres, one being an empty netter, but the fact that it still happened, it's just ridiculous at this point. Brian Elliott didn't look good. The defense looked the same that it's been looking, where it has just been horrible. Scratching Ghost and putting Gustafsson in the lineup, that really worked out pretty well. Eric Gustafsson just stinks. Justin Braun looked terrible. Myers and Sanheim look like they've never played hockey a day in their life right now. The offense couldn't get anything going. It's just a mess. This team is a mess right now. They win 2 games in a row, and obviously they don't look good. And they just drop this dud to the worst team in the NHL, who had lost 18 games in a row. And yeah, this is where we're at. At this point, I don't even know where they go from here. They had 2 days off for the first time in a long time. So maybe they can actually practice, figure something out. But the Islanders come in Saturday. And then after that, we've got Boston on Monday and Tuesday. So looking ahead, it doesn't look like it's going to get any better. I have zero faith they beat the Islanders, and the Bruins have dominated us every time we've played them this year. So I fully expect that to happen once again. The more important thing to address is what changes will be made come Saturday. Who's in net? Who comes back in the lineup? Who comes out of the lineup? Because at this point, you've done pretty much everything you could do, and nothing's working. I would like to see Ghost back in the lineup on Saturday. I've seen enough of Carson Twarynski and Connor Bunnaman. I don't want to see them in the lineup. Goaltending, give Elliott a rest. Either let Hart come back in and play or let Alex Lyon get the start. He didn't look bad after he came in to replace Elliott. The one goal was an empty netter. The other one was just a weird wraparound. I don't even know what happened in the last one. But you can't blame him for coming in, being down 4-1 and only allowing 2 goals. So these shows are tough to do, and the team just flat out sucks. They don't really give you much to talk about. Like, I can't say that I was impressed by anything tonight. It was more impressive with how good we made Buffalo look. I think that was the one takeaway that I have from this game, was that we made the Sabres look like they're a team fighting for a playoff spot, not a team that's in last place in the NHL that's lost 18 games in a row. So I really don't know where the rest of the season is going to take us. Right now, we're not a playoff team. I don't think we're going to be a playoff team. One person, even if they make a trade, isn't going to come in and make an impact on this team at all. So our loyal viewer, Joe Thiel, Gustafsson for Norris. Yeah, played real well tonight. Worry about your Penguins, all right? God. That's what's even more frustrating. Having friends that are not Flyers fans, like this guy right here, yeah, and deal with him and the Penguins sitting in like second place right now. It's ridiculous. Just looking on Twitter right now, see some post-game comments. Let's see. Elaine Vigneault. I really feel for our group tonight. There's a lot of hockey to be played. We need to take it one game at a time. He's starting to remind me of Andy Reid a little bit. He just says the same thing every press conference. Let's see what else he said. AV again, I'm not going to analyze the whole month. I feel for my players. We haven't been the same since the COVID stoppage. We get a couple days to regroup. So we're blaming this on the COVID stoppage. Okay. That's the excuse we want to go with. Not that our defense sucks. Goaltending's been lackluster. And our forwards just can't seem to score. Okay. Fantastic. Also announced that Cam York will start in the AHL with the Phantoms, which obviously that makes sense. But at this rate, I would love to see Cam York out on the ice because why not? Can't be worse than anything they put out there this season so far. Why not give the kid a shot? Maybe he comes in, gives them a spark. I don't know. But you got to figure something out. You got to do something at this point. Chuck Fletcher is, I don't even know. Like, make a trade, fire somebody. I think that is like something drastic needs to happen. Or it's just going to be this way for like we're going to get our doors blown off next week against the Bruins if they don't figure this out. Boston's already dominated us pretty much every time we played them this year. And to think that we've gotten better since the last meeting against them, well, I mean, that's just the only thing we can hope for is that Boston maybe got worse, which I know they're coming back from their own little COVID issue. And they lost to the Devils the other night and then nearly lost to them again last night before coming back to win in a shootout. But that's the only hope the Flyers have if they want to get back into this playoff race. If game against the Islanders on Saturday, they need to win that one. And then they need to win both games against Boston to even have a chance. Because Boston has games in hand. And the way this Flyers team is playing right now, it does not look like they're going to be catching them anytime soon. We shall see. Once again, Flyers lose to the Sabres 6-1. It's just bad right now. It's embarrassing. So that's all I have. Quick little post-game show. Let you know my thoughts. Hopefully they bounce back Saturday, but it's not going to happen. So don't get your hopes too high. Good news, though. The over did hit. So thank you to AV for pulling Alex Lyon when the Flyers were on the power play late in that game because we did cash in on the over. You'll love to see that. So that's the only positive I have out of tonight's game. But we'll see what happens come Saturday.